TBI version 2, volume 3. I think that works. So travel blogger interview. If you don't know what that stands for, and joining me today, this guy in the big screen bit, Ed Rex. There he is, sporting a lovely baseball cap. And where are you? Are you at home?
I'm at home at the moment.
You're at
I'm
home.
stuck in my bedroom and trying to escape from my parents from making me do things around the house. So
Nice.
apparently I've got to be responsible. So
I'm not sure about
getting
that, mate.
upstairs.
So Ed Rex of Rexy Adventures. You're .com, aren't you? RexyAdventures.com.
RexyAdventures.com.
Which do you want to give people a bit of a 101 about what your blog's about, what you're about, and how you sort of fell into it or got into travel blogging? Sorry.
Okay. I've just done a bit of a redesign at the moment. So basically, Rexy Adventures is split into different niches.
Cool.
And a lot of people said that every travel blog should have a niche. So I fought against so hard about having my own niche because basically my niche is me. So I am a brand, so therefore people should look at me as a brand. But as I got a bit older, and I'm 29, going to be 30 this year.
It's not that bad, mate. It's not that bad, honestly.
It is really, really bad. I'm actually having panic attacks. I mean,
Nice.
I went over 29 and a half yesterday, so the countdown is on. So, therefore, we're split into different niches now. So, one is about adventure travel.
Okay.
I love, getting high adrenaline and everything, and I just love, surprising myself and getting lost off the beaten track.
Cool.
I know it's full of cliches, but it really is what adventure travel is
It's what
about.
it is.
So, and the other one is deaf travel. So I'm
Cool.
profoundly deaf, and therefore I want to show a lot of deaf people that they can travel solo like me
Awesome.
and look amazing like me as well. Which leads on to my next niche is handsome travel.
Right. Okay. Enlighten me.
Yes.
What's? I wouldn't know, mate. I wouldn't know. I don't fit in that bracket, so.
Well, you're like a David Tennant,
Not
niche
mate.
travel.
That was years ago. It's gone.
Yeah. This guy looks like amazing, David Tennant. I used to
I wish.
fall in love with him.
I wish we're deviating slightly anyway, but I don't look like Tennant.
Anyway, handsome travel. So,
Right, okay.
Basically, a lot of people seem to like a lot of my photos that had me as a selfie. So I thought maybe I can do something about this. So I've started doing a series.
Okay.
Every Wednesday is Handsome Travel Day. So it's like a hump Wednesday. So basically, people need a lift up, in the middle of the week. So therefore, all they have to do is look a picture of me in a fantastic place.
So kind of
yeah, good.
taking the selfies to the next level, because obviously selfies are massive now. I hate them. I would not hate them then, but I wouldn't ever take a selfie if I didn't have to. But obviously they're hugely popular, a massive phenomenon. So you're sort of almost taking that.
Got, a selfie stick.
Yeah, of course.
Well, two of them, and so they're getting so popular around the world now. I mean, they even got banned in South Korea as well, which is quite bizarre. So,
Brilliant.
and then there's another niche is unexpected travel. So basically, I really want to surprise myself in anything I do because I've been a travel blogger for 3 years now. So I feel like I pretty much saw the general tourism stuff as well. So I want to go a bit more deeper into travel, being more local and being more unique as well. Something that you wouldn't expect to happen.
Right.
Something like the time I went to Sunshine Coast, thought I'd be working on a worldwide organic farming placement. Ended up working at a nudist resort.
A handsome
That is
one.
unexpected.
A handsome nudist resort, I'm sure.
Yes, it was a nudist resort.
I do like you just brought up then about sort of local travels. You've got quite a lot of, obviously, you're born in England, and you do quite a lot of UK Great British travels, which it's was that a choice? Is that you've grown up traveling around the UK, or was it I've not got the money to go abroad, I'm going to see what's nearby? How did you sort of fall into that niche?
Well, basically, I think my parents took me out to a lot of bushy places, and
Cool.
I'm hugely nationalistic as well. So, and I do believe that you don't actually have to travel abroad.
No.
A a lot of people don't have the money to go abroad, and they will keep complaining that they're not going to go be seeing things and everything. No, it's right there on your doorstep. All you have to do is go and find it. And there's so many things to do. You've got Stonehenge as well. Go to Scotland as well.
Scotland
Wales
is cool.
is like amazing, like national parks and everything. So it's all there. All you have to do is find it. It's, you know, there could be something like 5 minutes down the road as well. So yeah.
No,
I'm pretty sure. You know, when you're going to London. I mean, you live in London, so there's so many things that you haven't even experienced yet. So there you go.
All right then. So going back to your sort of website, we talked about the niches, but you've just undergone a bit of a what do you call like a redesign or a rebrand? What are you calling it? A redesign, maybe.
A bit of both, actually.
Bit of both.
You know, I still got the same name, but I still needed to streamline my website. Because it's very important now for travel bloggers now to have like a quick loading speed for their website, which is really good for their SEO. I know I'm using that dark term, SEO, but if you want to appear more higher in the search engines, therefore you need to make sure that everything is just functioning as well it can be. Don't overload it with lots of stuff as well, especially on your homepage, because that's the first port of call for anybody. So if you've got a lot of videos, if you've got a lot of plugins or anything putting on your homepage, don't put them all on there because it's going to clutter everything up, your loading speed as well. So take them out and put it somewhere else.
So people like obviously you've done it, I've done it recently kind of thing. But it's to an extent it's following trends, to an extent it's sort of bowing down to Google and doing what they want. But like what resources did you find and sort of look into before you made that sort of change or decided I am going to redesign, or you know, give some people a few tips as to where to look if they're planning to do similar.
Yeah, well, I'm a digital marketer by day now. I'm actually in a full-time job now, so I picked up a lot of tips as well as my job. So I use Open Site Explorer.
Okay. That's so SEO Moz, right?
Yeah, Mozbar, yeah. And basically just like have a look at what links you're getting as well. So the quality of links is important as well. And so you can't have any bad link coming to you, like, you know, going to like betting sites or anything like that.
So it's got to be relevant, effectively, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you've got to be hugely relevant. The more relevant you can, the better. I mean, even if you write an article as well, it's best to like link it to a lot of relevant authoritative sites. So you've got things like Wikipedia, or if you're going to Estonia, probably like best to attach it to Visit Estonia webpage or something, or any like specific things that you do there to keep, you know, putting things a lot relevant. I mean, you don't want. I mean, I certainly don't want to put on a bikini keyword in. I mean,
no, maybe not.
A man with a bikini is not me. So I mean, I could put it off because I've got the face, but I don't know. So, oh come on, you see me in it.
No.
Come on.
No.
Yeah. Just don't say anything else about that night, okay?
You would have to be extremely lucky and me very, very drunk for that even to come close to happening, mate. But moving on.
I mean, a lot of people in the hostel apparently in Traverse, they apparently saw my bottom, so I don't know how that happened.
I escaped that. I'm one of the lucky few that got away with not having to have that haunt my dreams. But
yes.
No.
Anyway, I think we're deviating
yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So also just try and get mind blank now. Just try also like major thing for me as well for my articles, they have to be long.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, a lot of people say if you have more than 400 words, that's okay, but actually not. And if you have more than 2,000 words, you've got a higher chance of appearing on Google search engine results. So generally, a lot of my posts hover around about 2,000 word mark. So, and that means a lot of evenings spent on the computer trying to do it. But it's totally worth it. I mean, as soon as I did that, my traffic kind of skyrocketed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even when I did the 47 reasons why I should visit Porvoo in Finland, I did that in October, and it immediately went like over like 10,000 viewed within like 2 weeks.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and compared to the one before, which was my review of the Caledonian Express, which was I did in about 3 years ago. It's been like steadily accumulating, but and that used to be like the highest, and it was just quite small as well. But if you do like more bigger word articles, you're more likely to get a bigger traffic as well coming in, and also they do a lot of their social sharing as well.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure that Google knows that you're still relevant and still ongoing. You can't just like post it and leave it for weeks and weeks. So you've got to keep putting it on social media. I always find like Facebook and LinkedIn is quite popular as well.
Okay, I don't use LinkedIn. I've never really got involved with it.
I did one on Schiphol Airport for Amsterdam, which I did for KLM, and I hadn't checked my stats in ages, and then I went back onto it, and I was like, why is there a big massive spike there? And it's purely because KLM had put it on their LinkedIn page.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what you want.
So that's what you want. So like you said, so I started doing it, and therefore I started getting lots and lots more traffic from LinkedIn. So I don't know why, because it's mostly for business people.
That's what I thought. I thought that was like job hunting and kind of...
No, I think some people just kind of like looking around and they're a bit bored, and then they want some inspiration. They want to escape from their corporate lifestyle as well.
Essentially. Okay.
So, and yeah, and what else is good? I mean, I've never used Google Plus now. I'm sorry, but that's gone downhill now. I've tried so hard with it.
I really like Google Plus Stories. I think they're really cool.
I was just going to say, because I really like that you're doing this, so I'm going to give that one a go and see how it goes. But if that didn't work out,
that's the only thing
I
mean, I don't log into it every day, but I will when I'm away, like build a story. But I know what you mean. Like, I'd never make an say never. I rarely make an effort to log on to Google Plus and like share stuff on there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I kind of remember to put it on Google Plus because I use Hootsuite for scheduling.
Yeah.
And so I usually schedule a lot of my posts like 2 weeks in advance, or any tweets 2 weeks in advance as well. But it's only because you've got the option to post it to LinkedIn and Google Plus as well. So I go, I'll just put Google Plus on it as well. But I never really get any traffic from it, to be honest.
So I think you just demonstrated like there's obviously quite a lot going on to write a post and promote it. Like, what would you say your, I don't know, top 3 sort of most helpful applications or, you know, tools that you use? What sort of do you really recommend or rate? Like Hootsuite or?
You get all my secrets, aren't you?
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
I'm never going to be
this is I'm coaxing it out of you slowly, but
yeah, no, it's fine. I use a plugin called SEO Yoast.
Yeah.
And that really helps me out a lot as well. So
it's got like the traffic light system, hasn't it? That one.
Definitely, yes. So, and you know, you're always trying to strive to be green as well. So that means it's great SEO going on as well. But what's really useful is they've got like a page analysis as well. So, is there something going on?
No, just have to move through.
So I thought I got bored there, so I went off to make a call to somebody else.
I'll be back in a minute.
But anyway, so they've got like a page analysis on, so it actually helps you to identify what you need to improve on your SEO as well. So it might be like you need more like of your keyword into it as well. I mean, don't stuff it, obviously.
No.
But it just might need, you know, a bit more density involved as well, or you know, you might need better image placement, or you might want to include your keyword in the alt tags as well, which is the tag in your photo. And you've got to make it a bit more. The user experience is very important as well. You've got to keep ensuring that you've got their attention all the time. So put as many photos, put as many videos as you can into it. And what really helped for me is I put a photo of myself into it.
Of course, yeah.
People put into it. But like this is the SEO Yoast that really helped me out a lot. And the second thing is the Hootsuite, of course. So, you know, I can't be on my phone like 24 hours, 7, because I've tried that before.
It's not good for you, mate. It's not good for you.
No, I mean, you know, apparently, like, if you... Like, I'm really guilty of this, but I, like, look at my phone last thing before I go to sleep, and the first thing you wake up, and that's really bad for you because this blue light has actually stops serotonin that helps you to sleep.
I think that's because well, at least I do. I use it for my alarm to get up in the morning. So, of course,
Really?
I'm setting it last thing at night, the alarm, and then my alarm goes off in the morning. I pick the phone up, and you're like, well, while I'm here, might as well have a little look through. So maybe it's got to change habits and.
Yeah, you really have to. I mean, I'm trying to be a bit more like disconnected.
Yeah, same. I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, so because I think you're permanently glued to things as well. And I find it now when I'm going off traveling around, I'm always keep thinking, well, I need to tweet this, I need to Instagram this, I need to take a photo of this. I'm not just enjoying.
You risk missing. Yeah, you risk missing the moment for sure.
Exactly. So I mean, like when we went to Ballisticata as well in Italy.
Just the two of us. We had a really nice weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, a very nice weekend. And nothing else happened. Okay?
No.
But so like everyone was like kind of like Instagramming and tweeting at the same time. But we all kind of knew that anyway, because as soon as we got back on the bus, we weren't going to see anything else. Everybody was like,
I think there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place to do that sort of thing. Not in the middle of an event or a spectacle. Take the photos, but upload them later maybe, or I don't know. Whatever works for each individual, though, I guess, to an extent. You've got to figure out your own best practice. But going back to what you said, it's interesting about adding like videos and imagery and stuff. Like my personal perception of the web is people, it's very visual. People will look at photos and videos potentially over text, And if people are looking at text, they might skim read it kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that, but in a sense, I really don't like the fact that people are doing it now because I love the fact that, you want to show off the quality of your work.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Text as well. And now we've got this, like, which I call the BuzzFeed culture. So you have, like, series of photos.
Yeah.
And then just, like, one line of text as well. And, of course, you want to show off, your photos as well. But it seems to be like this is the best way of getting more traffic now.
Lists.
And I think it's a bit sad.
Yeah. Well, I think there's obviously some really good storytellers out there. Like, I'm trying to think yourself. Brenna at This Battered Suitcase, she's a really cool storyteller, and a few others that I've gone blank now. But
so many travel bloggers.
I mean, it's just interesting. You said you're aiming for like 2,000 words because that's obviously you can tell a really good story in that sort of amount of words. But and it's interesting Google's dictating that because maybe they're trying to actually get people to stop skim reading and actually pay attention to detail. But I mean,
if you have like those photos and everything when you're skim reading it, your bounce rate of your web page is going to be even quicker.
Yeah.
Well, so that's Google, one of the algorithm factors or something. They always say like it's always by the amount of time people spend on the web page. So if you've got 2,000 words, therefore they're going to spend more time on your page.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah.
But if you're just going to have like say 10 of the best, ed selfies, I mean, there would be a market for that, obviously. Yeah. But if it's 10 of the best ed selfies, I mean, people are going to skim read it and then bounce off within like maybe 30 seconds. That is really bad for your website, and therefore it will push you further down the Google search engine. So.
Nice. Dropping the knowledge, like it. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll go on to, well, not more fun, but more travel rather than travel blog related. So what have you, I read your post, was it 12 European cities for 2015 or was it higher than that? 15?
Yeah.
Is that booked?
2015.
Are you booking all of those or is that just a potential idea or what have you got lined up?
It's a potential idea at the moment because, I'm now in a full-time job, so I've got very precious annual leave. So I'm actually going to Barcelona on Thursday.
Yes.
So it's my first one as well.
Love that place.
That's the European one. So, and I really want to go to Stockholm, Stavanger, Copenhagen, Prague, Budapest. I mean, I think I might do Prague and Budapest for my 30th birthday.
Good
just
choice.
To kind of lessen the blow. And, so many other things as well. But, you never know what's going to happen as well in the next year. So something might come along. So there might be a press trip that might come up, or there might be somebody who said, "Come on, come to my place." Something you don't know what's going to happen, but it's more of a guideline what I'm going to do. But not only that, I've also got 15 British destinations. I really want to go to, so including Northern Ireland, so like Belfast and Glasgow. I've never even been to Glasgow.
I've never been to Glasgow.
It's crazy, but I really want to go there. Loch Lomond and Cardiff, and I've already been to London already last weekend before. So I went on the Emirates air car thing and stuffed my face in East London as well. So I tried to get to the Sea or Cafe, but that was way too busy, and I was like, nah.
Oh, really?
But,
okay.
Yeah. And but there's loads of other places, but mostly I want to focus on the south coast, a bit like Bournemouth and Portsmouth as well. Everything with a muth at the end.
The Muth Tour.
Muth
Tour. T-O-U-R. Anyway. What was I going to say? So what... Do you travel like... So you got all these places in mind. Are you booking them up in advance, or are you just last minute travelling, or...
Usually book them about a month beforehand as well.
Okay. I just wonder if...
Sorry?
With the local stuff, either with the UK stuff, is it spur of the moment, or you all...
The UK stuff, because, everything's reachable for a weekend, so usually probably book it like maybe a week in advance.
That's
or
pretty
anything.
cool.
But anything European, maybe best for a month in advance. But I always have even with the flights, so I've signed up to every single newsletter for every airline, so it'll come to me in my inbox. Anything that looks great, but because it's the weekend, I can only commit myself to.
Yeah,
you're not going to get the cheapest deals, so usually you might have to leave on a Thursday or Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday's a good day to travel, and Saturdays. But if you're just looking to travel for a weekend, you're very, very hard pushed as well, especially where your location is, because the best deals seem to be from London Stansted.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard for me to get there. It takes about 3 hours for me to get to London. So I'm at the mercy of my local airports, which is Humberside, Leeds, Bradford, Doncaster and Newcastle. So, but again, that's a bit of a distance away. So could I leave work at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon and then be back on Sunday night? I don't know, but I'll try my best. But with Barcelona, I'm going on a Thursday, coming back on a Sunday, so I don't have to take 2 days annual leave, so which made me... But I'm sure it'll be fine.
How are you finding that then? Because I was saying this to I was speaking with Michael Ball the other week, and I was saying, I never used Facebook or Twitter or whatever when I was on my gap year. It just wasn't around. People weren't using it. I've always blogged whilst in full-time employment, whereas you went from blogging on the road when you did Southeast Asia and Australia and everywhere, but now you're seeing it from kind of my side, if you like, blogging whilst working. How are you finding the differences, or positive, negative, difficult,
sometimes
frustrating?
It's very frustrating.
Okay.
Because you really want to commit your time to blogging.
Yeah. And
you really want to commit your time to travelling. And you always have that there in the back of your mind, niggling away at you while you're working. And I just kind of started to get back into full-time work last January, a year ago. And it was really tough to begin with. And I didn't actually blog at all, properly for a couple of months.
No.
And then I left that job. Oops. And then went travelling around for a bit. And then I'm back into this job as well. So, but it's a matter of finding a routine as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm pretty sure you're the same as well. You spend all your day looking at a computer screen. The last thing you want to do is look at another computer screen in the evening as well, trying to blog.
Which is ironically what we're doing now. So
exactly. So our eyes will be very square by the time we are 35. So but you have to really be strict with yourself with a routine as well. I'm trying to do 1 hour at the most every night on the computer screen. So it's very important that you've got to keep moving around as well, because I've got back problems, so I've got to make sure that I keep moving around. And I'm actually going to see a chiropractor. They keep telling me to keep my shoulders back, especially when you're typing as well. And a lot of people go like this. And
It's probably
and
all
also,
those 10-hour bus journeys in Asia and South America have ruined your back. I mean,
no, you just got to be like a contortionist.
yeah,
Please
can't do it. Can't do it.
put your leg up as well.
Careful, this is a PG show. None of that.
But yeah, and also like just make sure that you disconnect from your travel blogging as well. You know, it's important to spend time with your friends and family.
There is definitely such a thing as like burnout, isn't there? Total like blogging burnout, I reckon.
I mean, there's quite a lot of times that I kind of thought I'm going to quit. I mean, it's just too much for me. I want to have my own life back as well. But it's just like I said, you know, you really got to commit yourself to a routine and make sure that you know you look after yourself and think about yourself as well. So
cool, right?
Everything will be awesome.
I'm well aware that we're almost about to hit half an hour, so I'm going to give you your quick fire questions because they're quite good fun. Ready?
Yeah, go on, hit it.
Right, standard. On an airplane, you going window, centre, or aisle?
Aisle, definitely.
That's 3 people have gone aisle out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if it's a long haul flight or a short haul flight. If it's a long haul one, I'd probably go for the window because it's somewhere you can, you know, rest your head on. But if it's a short haul flight, it would have to be like the aisle as well. So you know you've got access to your luggage, and you can get out without annoying people as well. And if anyone starts talking to you in the middle, you can just go, I'm just going to go to the toilet. Okay, bye.
I'd be more worried of getting out of my seat on a long haul flight though, because you've obviously got longer on the flight. You might need to go to the toilet more often. Whereas if you're on a short haul flight, you just hold it.
If you take your own bottle, I mean, you get given a blanket as well, so put your bottle underneath.
It's not. This is.
But
I'm not.
But women, you can have those sheweeds.
I'm not endorsing this at all. No. Moving on. Right. Plane, train, or automobile, or favourite method of travel? What are you going? Train. Nice. Train's doing quite well. Trains are very popular.
You can scratch out, can't you?
Yeah, I think so. Hostel, hotel, apartment, tent.
Well, I'm getting a bit older, so can I say luxury hostel?
You can. Yeah, okay. You can.
I'm happy to get my private room.
Private room, okay.
But in a hostel, like where you can still mingle with people. So, and I think the last straw was when I was in Croatia in Korčula, and we went to like the most budget dorm ever.
Nice.
It was in a dungeon.
Excellent.
And when we went in, the air.
Are you sure this was a hostel?
It was a hostel.
Right,
actually.
okay.
It was called Dragon Den.
Okay. Right.
And so I didn't like go there to like submit a
pitch an idea.
So, but anyway, so it was that thick with dust. The bed had loads of bed bugs. There was black mold everywhere. So I was like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So let's go.
All right, on that occasion, or up until now, you've decided you're more private room. Would you have been a top or bottom bunk person?
I like being the top bunk, actually.
Everyone likes the top bunk. No, I'm lying. I like the bottom bunk. What am I talking about? Top bunk's rubbish.
No, because you can have your own privacy.
Yeah.
But although you're at the mercy of someone who's below you as well, like, you know, like...
They're fidgety.
Rumbling, fidgeting, you know, keeps you awake. But if it's a top bunk, you've got like a plug, they can put your electronics in.
Yeah, it's quite,
It's important with the ledge as well. And you get to keep your belongings up there with you. You don't feel like somebody's going to, like, you know, steal from you.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the top bunk anyway, so...
Right, I've had some interesting answers to this one. Right, you're on a 10-hour bus or train journey, right, that's got nothing particularly wonderful to look at the window. So what is the one album you would have on your iPod to listen to for 10 hours?
For 10 hours?
Well, give or take.
I'm going to have to go. I think you know this.
Do I?
I would say Steps Gold album.
Right. I would not want to be sat next to you. That would be the longest journey ever.
I mean, you can do your dance moves on the seat as well, and then, you know, and then you've got like slow songs and fast-paced songs, so it makes everything a bit like changeable. So otherwise, if you have like an indie album, everything's the same. Don't get me wrong, indie are brilliant, but everything's like the same level, so you just makes the journey a bit longer. So, but yeah, but if you do listen to that kind of music, indie, it would be a tragedy, wouldn't it?
I would be hammering on that ejector seat button if I was sat next to you. Absolutely hammering on it. Right, moving swiftly on. What is last quickfire one? Sorry, what is your guilty pleasure, if you care to admit it, or one of? I'm sure there's more than one.
What, like on the road or travelling?
Just anything, man, in life.
Hollyoaks.
Oh, the Channel 4.
Channel 4.
So that's quite a British thing. If people obviously are watching this from elsewhere, it's like a really cheesy soap. Like, it's based in what? Chester, isn't it? So Northern England, and it's probably got like the highest murder rate in any city ever.
Yeah, it's just like everything happens there, drama-wise. Everything is so ridiculous happens as well. But it's quite nice because it's a way of disconnecting from everything around and just kind of like, I mean, it's probably the wrong word, but laugh at the ridiculousness,
the absurdity of it. Well. So is it like trash TV in general, or just Hollyoaks in particular?
I mean, Hollyoaks, and I do like a bit of TV, but I'm trying to think what my other guilty pleasure would be. I think just like I love wearing hats as well. I'm always wearing.
You've got some cool hats. That's not guilty. I don't know why you're guilty about that.
Well, if I stand out in the middle of a crowd.
You love it. You're all about that. Don't lie. Good God. Right.
What else? No, I don't have any guilty pleasures. I mean, I don't have anything to feel guilty about.
Proud man of whatever he does. Cool. Right. Let's wrap it up because I'm well aware it's your Monday evening I'm using up. Basically, I mean, I will put the link obviously down the bottom if you're watching it on YouTube. It'll be in the description. If you're reading on the blog, it will be underneath the video in the blog. Ed did one of my original blogger interviews, which was all text-based. So if you want to read his answers first time round, a link will be below, along with his blog and all his social media links. But in that series, I won't put his number down there because that's weird. Although it could be quite good fun if you get a lot of prank calls. But no, I mean, I gave in that original travel blogger one, the original interview. Sorry, you had a chance to give yourself a bit of a plug, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to ignore your facial expression of doubt and just ask you, give yourself another plug. Go on, rexyadventures.com. Why should people come and read?
Come on, you have to come to Rexy Adventures because it's so funny, and if you want anything funny, inspiring, or anything ridiculous, or if you want to see half-naked pictures of me, come to Rexy Adventures because everything's sexy and Rexy.
Have you been practicing that?
No.
parental advisory, yeah. Okay, cool. Right, so links in the bottom. There's a subscribe button somewhere. If you want to watch a few more of these interviews, I've hopefully got a couple more lined up. Similarly, check in the right-hand bar if you're watching on YouTube. There should be a few other videos I've put together. And my right. So there you go, over there somewhere. So cheers to Ed for stopping by. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening, and hopefully there'll be a couple more of these to come. So keep your eyes peeled. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.